server architecture, but unfortunately the power issue was happened, power cutting. Okay, right. So now yesterday whatever we discussed and whatever I was explaining to you about the client server architecture, so all of you clear this? So this diagram, all of you clear now yesterday? Come on guys, all of you clear this diagram? So shall we go the next level? Okay, right. So clear now? Right. So now we will go for the next level. So after the deploying of your software, from your client and server applications, will be doing like this here. Okay, now right. So later what it was happened, guys, here after that. Okay. So now fine. We deployed your software, and once you deploy your software internally, the two components I said, client and server, and the client component purpose and what is the client tools are there, as well as server, what it will do. Again, server is having some more two more sub components are there, like instance and database. Okay, so these things we are discussing in the last session, and how it was working, instance and database, how it was working, and how it was data should be processing, yes or no. These are all the things we can discuss. Finally, after deploying your Oracle, suppose the deployment was successfully done, then later what we want to do means, now we can go to work. So once deploy, deploy, suppose the deploy was completed. Now suppose it was completed, then what we want to do means, yes, once deploy was completed, we can work on, otherwise we will work on Oracle software. We can work on Oracle software, or else Oracle database, work on database. But here, before you want to work on Oracle database, so we should follow, we should follow the following two steps are there. We should follow the following two steps are there. The following two steps procedure we need to follow. Two steps procedure. So what is the two steps procedure here? Observe, guys. Procedure, what it is, observe. First one, what we want to do, I said, before you want to do any operation on your database, on your Oracle database server, if you want to do any operation, first thing is what now? First, the step one. Step one, I need to first connect. So first I need to connect to my database server. So this is first thing we have to do. And after connectivity is successfully done, then you have to go for, communicate. So communicate with your database. So there are three steps procedure we need to follow, guys. There are two steps procedure we need to follow. So first one is called as a connectivity, and second one is called as a communication. Second one is called as what now? Communication. Now, so first of all, we will check out why this connectivity and why this communication. What does this mean? Means that, for example, let us see, guys. I will show you a small diagram. By seeing of the diagram, you can easily understand now. So what is this connectivity and communication? Let you see, guys. Now observe. So all of you carefully see this diagram. So here what it was here, the user was there here. And this is your Oracle database server. Now. And what I want to say here, any user, when they want to work on, or they want to do some operations on your Oracle database. Now, so first that user, what is his first step? What is his first step means? He want to connect, first of all. So he want to connect to your Oracle database server. First you want to connect. But I already said to you, whenever you want to connect here, we need some database tool, and that tool is called as what now? SQL Plus tool I'm using. The tool is nothing but what now? SQL Plus tool. And this SQL Plus tool, when you want to installing your Oracle Enterprise Edition, if you want to install here, so automatically this SQL Plus tool was inbuilt in your software. Okay, so there is no need and not necessary to go for separate installation for your SQL Plus. Okay, now that's not necessary. When you want to installing your Oracle, okay, Enterprise Edition, so automatically this SQL Plus tool will come to you. This SQL Plus tool come to you. Okay, now so now this tool, okay, I'm going to using to connectivity purpose. Okay, now that is one thing. And after once your connectivity is successfully done, once you connectivity is successfully done, and what is your step number 2? What is your step number 2 means? That is called as a communication. That means communication means I need to send a request and get a response from the server. So in this communication purpose, we need some database language, and that language is called as what now? SQL. That language is called as what now? SQL. Okay, now so these are the 2 steps we need to follow. For example, simple way to understanding purpose, some people still they have some little bit confusion. Suppose if anybody having still they didn't understand this one, okay, I will give one real life example. I will explain to you, so let you observe now. For example, guys, suppose you and your friend, okay, there are 2 people out there. Suppose this is you, this is you, this is you. Okay, so you and is your friend. Okay, this is your friend, for example. Let you see. So who didn't understand that meaning, whatever the diagram I'm given here, this is your friend. So those people purpose carefully observe. So now you was staying in Hyderabad. So you was staying in HYD. Okay, and your friend is staying in Mumbai, for example. Your friend is staying in Mumbai. So your friend is staying in Mumbai, and are you staying in Hyderabad location? Okay, now fine. Suppose guys, now you just tell me. Suppose you want to talk to your friend. So you want to communicate to your friend. So nowadays, what we are using to communicating to our friends means, okay, so many social networks also there. But if I want to communicate and talk to my friend, okay, generally we have a mobiles are there generally. So generally we are using mobiles. Okay, generally we are using mobiles. So okay, fine. You have a mobile, and you have your friend number also. So you just calling now. You're just calling now. So whenever you want to call to your friend, whenever you want to call, that means you started to call. So are you calling now? Are you calling? So your call is going to your friend. Call is going to your friend. Okay. So call is going to your friend. But what it was happened, guys, here, your friend, he didn't lift the call. So your friend was not lift your call. Your friend is not lift your call. So whenever my friend is not lift the call, what it was happening, guys, here, so I cannot communicate. Because if I want to talk to something, or if you want to talk to my friend, compulsory, first my friend should be lift my call. First of all, my friend should be lift my call. So when he will be lift my call, then only I can see it. Then only I can communicate it. Then only I can communicate it. But okay, your first attempt, okay, you entered in the first attempt, you called here, but your friend is not lift the call. Okay, now I just keep it here. Okay, some fine, my friend was busy or something. Okay, again what I tried here, second time also I'm calling. Second time also I'm calling, because first time he was not lift the call now. Second time also I'm calling now. This is second time. So whenever the second time I'm calling to my friend, yes, my friend lift the call. Yes, my friend lift the call. So when he was lift the call, okay, when he was lift the call means what it was happening, this calling statement will be converting like it will be converting like here connected. Can you identify in your mobile screen? can you identify on your mobile screen once your friend is or your second person is a lift your call, immediately on your mobile screen it was showing connected. It was showing connected. Okay, now so this is one step. It's the first step we have to do. Suppose once your call is connected, then what next we have to do? Yes, we are going to be starting communication, that is talking. So we are going to be starting communication. Communication I started here. Okay, communication I started here. Okay, now right. So communication started to my friend. Okay, I'm talking. But we all of you know, when you want to communicate to my friend, compulsory there we should require one language. There we should require one language. Suppose your friend and you both are you understanding language. For example, you are a Telugu person and your friend is also Telugu person. Then you people are using Telugu language. Okay, na? Suppose your friend is Hindi person and you also Hindi, then you have to use a Hindi. Suppose your friend, suppose he was a like a Tamil person, then they are using what not Tamil. So your friend and you, which language is going to be understanding to each other, and you should understand as well as your friend also should understand. Okay, so which language is okay, the way the both people can communicate to each other, so that language we are going to be using. So let me see two things I use it, guys. Here two things I use. One is for connecting purpose. I'm using what now here, mobile. I'm using what now, mobile device I'm using. And later communicate language. So maybe Telugu language, okay, maybe Hindi language, or maybe Tamil language, or maybe like for example Marathi language, okay. So maybe some Bengali language, okay, whatever it is. So some languages that we are using. So how this one going to be happening in between two people when they want to communicate to each other? So first we need to calling. Once your friend lift the call, our call is connected. After call successfully connected, then we started to talk. But talking purpose we are using some language. So same kind of nature it will be happen. Happen in your client server sorry, what is that? Step one, step to user. So user and data. Suppose user, this is you and this is your friend. Now you want to talk to your friend. First you have to connect. So your SQL plus is like a mobile. SQL plus like a mobile. Here, SQL language. SQL is called as a your language. What is your language? Like I said now, Telugu. Okay, Telugu language, or else Hindi language, or else English language, or else Tamil language. Okay, whatever. Okay, so this is your. So these are the two steps. One is for communication purpose, one is for connectivity purpose. Okay, so now all of you understand now. So all of you understand these two steps, guys. All of you clear it. Come on, guys, all of you clear? If you say yes, I will go to next level. Yes. So this is what it was happening, guys. So somebody, if you go to any interview level as a database interview level, if you go to as a fresher, they will be asking one question. What is the question? Differences between Second one, this tool is used to connect purpose, and this tool is used to communicate purpose. And this tool was introduced by Oracle Corporation people. Okay, so Oracle Corporation, and this language was introduced by IBM. Introduced 'editor'. It will act as an editor. Okay. For what purpose we are using generally editors? Generally editors, what purpose we are using? Suppose, for example, if you want to write some C program, if you want to write a C program, can you tell me what is the C editor? Okay. Where you want to write your C program? What is your editor name? Yes, Turbo C. Turbo C. Okay, suppose if you want to write a C++ program, we are using Turbo C++ editor. Suppose do you want to write a Java program? Can you tell me, guys? So where you want to write Java program? What is your editor for Java programs? Yeah, Eclipse, My Eclipse. Okay, NetBeans also. Okay, we can use it. And even the Notepad also best example for editor. Okay, now like .NET people are using Visual Studio .NET. Okay, now so that means every programming language code, if you want to write, we need some editors. Okay, now so here also same thing. SQL Plus not only for connecting, it is also used and it is also acting as an editor. An editor, for what purpose it will be using an editor means for writing. So for writing and also executing, writing and also executing SQL language queries, SQL language queries. So whenever you want to write some SQL language queries, okay, and those queries we can write under SQL Plus editor only. So it will be acting as an editor for writing and executing of your SQL language queries. Okay, for that. And here in SQL language, okay, in SQL language, it is having some sub languages, are there. So the sub languages are what it was there here. So like a DDL language, DML language, DQL, or else TCL language commands or TCL language commands. So these are connectivity is over. After connectivity is over, then you have to go for communication. Okay, now? So the question is, the first step, how to connect to Oracle. How to connect it to Oracle. Okay, so yes, simple. If you want to connect it to Oracle, let's after installation you will be get this what you can say icon, guys. So that icon name is called as here, that icon name is called as a SQL plus icon. Careful observe, this is your icon, guys. Once you want to install, so this icon you will be get it, and this icon name is what now? SQL plus icon. The name is what now? SQL plus icon. Okay, so after installing your Oracle, okay, so you will be get this SQL plus. Okay, so icon will be having here. You just click on this SQL plus icon. Already, so your databases are highly secured. So before you want to work on your database also, first we require some username and password. So here there are two users are we have it here. Okay, first one we call as a system user. So your username is system and your password is manager. System same to same, you have a, okay, so another user is also available. That user is called as, suppose if I want to connect to Scott and Tiger is also one user, you can use it. So this Scott and system, okay, these are the two users you can use for your connectivity purpose, and these are called as a default users. That means we are not created inbuilt. Okay, when you installing your Oracle inbuilt, these users will be come to us. Okay, now so either system or Scott, any username you can use it to connecting purpose. Okay, now so after connecting, okay, then what we want to do, suppose you need to see, suppose you need to view some list of tables. Okay, one by one I will give it here, give it here. So how to connect means, so simply it was asking enter username, okay, and it was asking to us enter password. Okay, now fine. So enter username, suppose you can use system or even though you can use Scott. So any username you can take as here. So that is your wish. And later, so system user password is manager, and Scott user password is Tiger. This one should be. Okay, these two users you have to use. Okay, this is, so this you have to do it. So after install your Oracle, so when you want to click on your SQL plus tool, and you click on SQL plus tool, so it will be open your window, and immediately it was asking enter your username and password, and these are called as your default user names. So system is a username, as well as Scott is also username. Okay, now so system, Scott, these are usernames. Okay, now and their password, and which are default, which was given by Oracle Corporation people. Yes or no? So we are not created, it's inbuilt. These usernames, passwords, username and passwords are coming us. Okay, now we are not doing anything. Okay, right. After that, after connecting to system or a Scott, okay, any user you can use, no problem, any user you can use. So later what I want to do, suppose if I want to view, after connecting, to view list of tables, suppose in your database, how many number of tables are there. So at this moment you have to use this syntax here, and here syntaxes are nothing but guys here like a formulas, and these syntaxes are we are not created already, these are predefined syntaxes. So like if you go to mathematics, we have some predefined formulas are there like a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square. Yes or no? We are learning in our school days. Yes or no? So how the formulas we are following in physics, in mathematics, some formulas are there. Same to same in SQL language also, we have some syntaxes are there. And every syntax we just, you just think the syntax is nothing but formula. The syntax is nothing but formula. Okay, now the syntax is nothing but formula. Okay, right. The syntax is nothing but formulas. So these are predefined, not user defined. These are predefined, not user defined. So you just come back and call. So select the star from tab. Okay, so whenever you want to writing the select star from tab, then in your database, how many number of tables are there? That all tables are list out. That all tables are list out. Okay, now so how many number of tables are you there in your database? That all tables are list out. That all tables are list out. Okay, now so now we can see I'm going to writing the same query. Yes, I successfully connected here. Okay, I successfully connected here. After successfully connected now, so now I'm writing here select star from tab. Now there are so many tables are coming out. These are all our I was created tables. Yes or no? We are creating tables. These are all our tables are there. Okay, so if you want to see, so these are all our tables, and so previous batches purpose I was created here. Previous batches purpose I was created. In this some tables are there, some views are there. Yes or no? So like this, all are listed out here. In your database, how many tables are there? That all tables are listed out. Okay, now this is one. And data. This is one syntax, all of you remember. And the second syntax is what now? Okay, to view, okay, data of a particular table. Okay, do you want to view data of a particular table? So then we are using one more syntax was there. The syntax is nothing but select star from, okay, table name. Select a star from table name. So that means which table data do you want to view? Which table data do you want to view? Okay, so the table name you just pass it here. For example, I'm writing select the star from, so one of my table EMP. One of my table EMP. So let you come back. So in this so many tables are there. But my table, one of my table I'm going to display. So the table name is what now guys here? EMP was there. Suppose this is one table is there. Okay, so now I just go to select star from EMP table. So whenever I want to display your EMP table, carefully observe guys, carefully observe. So your EMP table data is not properly and is not systematically displaying on the screen. So whenever this query is executed, now we can see your table information like employee number, name, job, MGR, hire date, salary, commission, and department number. Can you see the same? These are the column names. And these are the row data. And again, the column names are repeated, again, row data. So that means there is no proper systematical storage or systematical display. There is no systematical display. So whenever it's, you can see my columns are repeated again. Yes or no? My columns are repeated again. Okay, so there is no systematical displayment. Why, sir? Why the table data is not properly displayed? Not properly displayed means, so this is a big data. So whenever your table is having big data, so this kind of problems are coming out. Suppose if I want to go for small data, suppose one more table, select the star from DPT, one more table. So now we can see this is a small data, then systematically displayed. This is a small data, then systematically displayed. My point, are you getting now? So this is a small data, it is a systematically displayed. Okay, but when I'm calling my select star from EMP table, then what it was happening guys here? This is not systematically, it was showing some, okay, it is not systematically, it was a, okay, unsystematical manner it was going to be displayed. Unsystematical manner it was going to be displayed. Okay, because why, sir, why DEPT table displayed here systematically and why it is not? Why it is not means the reason is what? Now DEPT table is a small table and the data was small data, we have it here. Small data, we have it here. But whereas come to EMP table is going to be big data table. So in EMP table, we have a big data. So that's why properly we are not displaying. Then your question, then how to display? How to display my table data in proper systematical order, in proper systematical manner? So how to display the big data tables? How to display the big data tables in proper systematical order? So at the time there is a two, okay, what point is observed. So to display data or information of a particular of a particular table in proper systematically then we set the following two properties. The following two properties, those are let us see, those are first property, guys, it is called as a page size property. First property is called as a page size and second property is called as a lines. Second property is called as a lines. So these are the two properties you have to display. These are the two properties you have to set first of all. After setting these two properties, then you can display your data proper and systematically. Okay, now, so what is page size and what is n and what is lines and what is, okay, yeah. So now you can simply say, guys, here page size, okay, page is like a page. Suppose by default, okay, so in each page by default, how many rows are displayed? How many rows means what? No, lines. Can you see rows are there? So this is one row. Okay, so this is one row, this is one row, like, so how many rows it will be displayed by default means, okay, so by default in each page or in each page, so how many means it was 14 rows are displayed. Okay, a page in each page, that means one single page, how many rows are displayed means 14 rows. So for example, if you want to set, for example, you can see, suppose if you want to set page size, suppose n is equals to, if I'm giving 20, n is equals to, if I'm giving 20, then now what happened here, in one page, now 20 rows are displayed. In one page, now it was displayed 20 rows. Okay, suppose your page size, if I'm giving here 50, then in one page 50 rows are displayed. If I'm giving your page size is 100, then in one page it was displayed 100 rows. So that is called a page size. So that means in a page size, in a single page by default, 14 rows are only displayed. By single page by default 14 rows only displayed. So that you have to increase it, then you have to set page size here. So page size means in each page how many number of rows do you want to display, how many number of rows do you want to display, that was telling by page size. Okay, now later next one is called as a lines. So here lines, what is this property means? By default each line will take, by default each line will take 80 bytes, will take each line. So that means 80 bytes means it was taking 80 bytes of characters, okay. By default each line will take 80 bytes of characters. So that means in 80 bytes of memory, how many number of characters will be fit? How many number of characters will be fit? So that many characters will be displayed. If more than 80 bytes of characters are there, if more than 80 bytes of characters are there, okay, at the time So 80 bytes of memory is not sufficient for a line. Okay, so then each line will occupy here 80 bytes of characters. But suppose in your table, in a line, more than 80 bytes of characters are there. More than 80 bytes of characters are there. At the time, you need to set like this. Okay, suppose set. If I'm giving lines, if I'm giving lines means 100, then what happened here? In each line, 100 bytes of characters will be taken. In each line, 100 bytes of characters will be taken. Suppose if I'm giving here 50, then in each line, it will take a 50 characters. In each line, it will take a 50 bytes of characters. Suppose if I'm taking here, okay, 20, then in each line, 20 bytes of characters it will be taken. Okay, now, so that is called as the n value. Suppose here I'm passing here 100, then here what happened? In each line, 100 bytes of characters will be taken. In each line, 100 bytes of characters will be taken. So these are the two properties, guys, you have to use. One is page size. Page size means what now? In a page, how many number of rows you want to display? In a page, how many number of rows you want to display? So by default, 14 rows. Now, if you want to increase or decrease, then you have to change your n value. If I'm giving 100 means in one page, there are 100 rows are displaying. In one page, there are 100 rows. And lines means what now? Each line will take how many bytes of character. By default, each line will take 80 bytes of character. Suppose you have a more than 80 bytes of characters are there, then you can set this line. Then you can set this lines. So here n means number of bytes character. Okay, number of bytes character. So these are the two things and two properties you need to set now. Okay, so now let you come out here. So my table is not properly displaying here. So simply what I want to do, set your wish. Suppose I want to give page size 100. Okay, set lines, I'm giving 100. After set anything 50, 20, whatever, that's your wish. Okay, now right. And later, now I'm going to call in select a star from EMP. Now we can see. Now you can see your table is proper systematical order, it will be displayed. Your table proper systematical order, it will be displayed. So that means big data tables, when you want to when you want to display proper systematical order, so you have to use these two properties now. Okay, now so these are all our fundamentals, is a very small and very fundamentals. Okay, why these fundamentals I'm telling means minimum settings, these two minimum settings. Okay, now every non-background student also or background student, these are the okay minimum knowledge of setting your SQL plus editor environment, your SQL plus editor environment, otherwise your SQL plus tool environment, minimum setting. Okay, not to displaying your data. These are not a big things, but you have to know. Somebody doesn't know, because maybe background students are knows that, but non-background students are maybe they don't know. That's why I'm giving this small information to you. Okay, it's not a big information, it is a small but very important. Okay, right. So now after setting this two, then what happened here, this is completely page. In this page, I have here 14 rows are there. That's why 14 rows are displayed. Suppose in your table there are 100 rows are there, then 100 rows are displayed. Why? Because I was given size is 100. So that means 100 rows are displayed in this page. Okay. Now next one is lines. What now? 100 I was given. That means from starting, this is a line from starting. Suppose this is a starting. This is a line. In this line, now how many bytes I can store means now 100 bytes of characters I can store, each and every line, So this is one line, this is one line, yes or no? So this is one line, this is one line, and this is one line, this is one line, and this is one line, this is one line, like this. So each and every line to how many bytes of characters it will be stored means here 100 bytes of characters it will be stored here. So like this, as per your requirement, you can set your properties. Okay, this is that information. Yes, space also consider, space also counting. Okay, now right. Now next one is, okay, this is one. Next one is what now? Suppose you want to clear. Okay, to clear, okay, SQL plus editor. Okay, if you want to clear SQL plus editor, so here we are using simple. Okay, we are using what now? So CLSCR we are using. This is one command here. So these are very basic informations I'm passing, because non-background students are, they can easily understand. data, then we are using what now? CLSL. So CL means clear screen. CL means clear screen. Suppose I just come back here. So suppose I just clear the screen. Yes, screen is clear. Now if you want to enter, okay, something you entered, something you entered. Okay, something you entered. Okay, now. Okay, now. So now I'm saying here clear screen. So it will be clear now. Okay, now. Right. And later, otherwise, one more thing is what there here. So delete and shift also we can use it. For example, you can see enter something, okay, and we passed here shift plus delete. When you pass in shift plus delete, so it was asking, are you sure you want to clear the screen and screen buffer? Yes, okay. So now it will be clear it now. Okay, now? So that means I can use clear screen method, otherwise you can use what I said here, shift plus delete. So this is also you can use, and this is you can use from keyboard. Okay, I want to use from keyboard. Okay, you can use it here. Okay, right. So now this is one thing we can go to use it now. And the next one is, guys, here. Okay, after clear screen, suppose you need to exit. So what you say, to exit from Oracle, So you want to exit from Oracle. So now you can use so your syntax is what now, guys? Your simple syntax for exit purpose. So we have to use exit. Okay, now we have to use exit. Okay, now. So now after exit here, what happened? You are completed. You will be out of the. Oracle. Okay, now let you see. Now my oracles was there now. So careful observe. Careful observe. I have in the Oracle. Okay, I have in the Oracle editor, SQL plus editor. Okay, suppose I'm going to send here exit. I'm passing exit. Now your Oracle is disconnected. Your Oracle is what now? Disconnected. Okay, now. So these are very basic and fundamental and minimum knowledge of how to connecting database, how to view the list of tables in database, how to display or how to view data of a particular table, and if the data was big data in the table, then how to properly display on the screen. Okay, now so how to set the properties and how to clear the screen and how to exit from the Oracle. So these are every day we are going to doing these operations. Okay, now these are every day we are going to do this operation. These are called as a common operations. These are called as a common operations. Understand now? That is commonly every time, every day we are doing. Okay, so this is minimum awareness and minimum basic information to everyone should be knowing that. And why I'm telling these all the things means because of reason non-background students, okay, who are first time learning Oracle and who don't know Oracle. Okay, so those people, they will be compulsory. These basic things are mandatory to know it. Okay, then you will be having some comfortable. Okay, you have some comfortable. Okay, now right. Next one is, guys, here. Next one is right. So connectivity is over. Connectivity is over. How to connecting, that was over. Then what is my second step here? What? Communication. So now how to communicate with the database. The second step is what now? How to communicate with the database. But here, before communicating to your Oracle database, first thing is we required some knowledge of data types. This is very, very, very important, because if data types knowledge you don't have it now, then you don't know how to create a table. Okay, my point carefully observe. If you don't have any knowledge of data types in Oracle, so that means in Oracle database, which type of data types are supported. If that information you don't know, then you can't create a table. And when you can't create a table, you can't store the data. You can't update the data. You can't delete the data. Yes or no? Because I already said to you, RDBMS databases are storing or organizing the data in tabular format. in tabular format. So that means before you want to communicate, before you want to do operations like insert operation, update, delete, select, whatever the operations, if you want to do, first of all, on your table, first we need to create a table. Yes or no? First we have to create a table, later insert the data, later update the data, later delete the data, later select the data. These are all kind of operations that we can do it. But we don't know how to create a table. Then how you can perform these operations? How can you storing your data if you don't know how to create a table? Okay, now so that is a very important. That's why I will be explaining step by step. I will explain to you to easily understanding here. Don't hurry burry. Okay, now don't hurry burry. One by one, step by step, some pattern I am following from the last 10 years. I am following one pattern. That pattern wise I will be explaining each and every concept. So some students are very hurry-burryly asking questions. Okay, very hurry-burryly asking questions. Now, who are asking questions? For every question, you will get an answer along with my concept-wise explanation. That's why don't hurry-burry. Okay, now, right. So now, what is the next one here? So I need to design a table first of all. I need to design a table first of all. Okay, so but if I want to design a table, what we required? What is prerequisites to designing table in database? What is prerequisite for designing a table in database? Okay, now so that means that is called a data types. That is called a data types. When you have a good knowledge in the data, or in your life, every day you are interacting different kind of data. Yes or no? In our day-to-day life also. Okay, in our day-to-day life also, every day we are interacting different types of data. Sometimes we are interacting images, sometimes we are interacting audio files, listening songs, watching movies with video files, some videos, images. So these are all are what our day-to-day life we are interacting with the images, with the audio files, with video files. This is called a binary data. Okay, now so sometimes we are going to be any shopping mall, we are purchasing some products and we are going to be paying some amount. That is called a price we are paying. That is called what now? Float data. We are interacting some names. We are calling our friends. Hey Suresh, come here. Hey Smith, come here. Hey Varshini, come here. So this is what now? Some string format of data. So now we are thinking, oh, today my friend birthday. Oh, today my friend birthday. So that is called as a date format of data. Yes or no? So, and you are thinking something, oh God, actually I want to go at 10 o'clock, exactly at 10 o'clock I want to go to my friend and to meet purpose. Okay, 10 o'clock, that is called a time here. So in our day-to-day, in our day-to-day life, every action we are interacting different types of data formats. Okay, now, right. But these are, I need to store in proper and systematical order. In proper and systematical order. So how I can store the proper and systematical type of data means at the time it was helping, what it was helping here, data types are helping. What it was helping here, data types are helping. That's why the people what they will say, the people what they will be say here, data type is an attribute to store a specific, to store a specific, to store a specific type of data into a column. Okay, so data type is an attribute to store a specific type of data into column. That is what it was telling by what now? Data type. And here Oracle is going to be supporting, guys. Oracle supporting following data types now. Okay, supporting here. Okay, following data types. Okay, what is that? First, one by one I will explain to you, and after that we are describing one by one. First one we called as a numeric data types. First one. And the second one we called as year. The second one we called as year. After numeric, no, we are storing. Okay, what you can say, date, time, data types. Okay, and later we are storing character, or else we can say string data type. Character, or else we can say string data types. Okay, so next we are going to be storing one more spot is a long data type. Okay, long data type is one more. And next we having here, okay, raw and long raw data types. Okay, next we have here log data types. Okay, log data types. So these are what we called as guys here. Okay, data types here: numeric, date, time, character or string, long, raw and long raw data types, and finally log data types. Okay, log data types. So these are the whatever and which type of data types are supporting in your Oracle. Okay, now so now this is all data types, guys. Now this is all data types. One by one we will discuss. One by one we will discuss. Okay, now so the discussion will be going on tomorrow. So tomorrow, okay, I will discuss. Okay, one by one I will go to describing what is numeric, what is date time, what is character, long, raw, log. All we are going to be describing in tomorrow's session. We are going to be describing one by one. Clear, all of you? Right, yes, right. So tomorrow we will see all data types describing one by one. Okay, now? Right, yes. Bye. Take care. Good night. Good night and take care, guys.